Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to top 10 guests called out Jimmy Fallon. I actually like the Jimmy Fallon show, and I like Jimmy Fallon. He's really good impressionist. I feel like he has the best Bill Cosby impression, but he doesn't do it a lot. But when he does, it's like, you sound exactly like him. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I think also because of the writer's strike, there's no new episodes because of course there's no writers to write any jokes or any monologues or anything. But yeah, I do enjoy his show, and like, I have no problem with him, but sometimes I see the comments and people, like, I don't know, talking bad about him. I guess, I don't know, haters, I don't know. But unless there's something he did that I don't know about, then like I have no reason to hate him. Like, I don't know. But I guess people are calling him out, but usually you call people out when they do something bad or something dumb. So I guess we'll find out which one it is in this video. But yeah, let me stop talking, and please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And let's get started.
No one captures phoniness the way you do. It's a gift.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for instances where Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon got caught in the crossfire of his outspoken guests.
Oh yeah, and now you're helping me out by having me play more of your games.
Number 10, Ricky Gervais. Whether you're meeting an old friend for lunch or welcoming them to your talk show, there are just some things you habitually say to sound polite, even if it's a bald-faced lie. You look great is one example.
You see, this is the thing with you, it's a talk show. Oh, you look great, even though, look at me. Of course I don't look great, look.
Hearing Fallon compliment his appearance, Ricky Gervais assumes the host is either being sarcastic or phony. Gervais goes on a rant about how he looks even worse than he did the last time he was on the show.
I'm worse than last time. Last time we talked about getting old and losing my hair.
Painting a graphic picture, Gervais says that he's heavy above the belt, but lacking below the waist.
I wouldn't really consider that calling him out. It's just,
he looks great.
He's just making a joke.
Is making fun of himself. He manages to rope someone else into the self-deprecation. Number 9, RuPaul. RuPaul is a drag queen, but that description hardly does him justice. Fallon learned this the hard way when the Drag Race host dropped by his desk.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, I'm trying to remember what exactly he said, but he said drag queen or something, and then RuPaul like was using that to say something else, but the look on Jimmy's face, Jimmy's face looked like he said the worst thing in the world. Like, oh my gosh, like, what did I just say? Like, am I canceled? Like, just the look on Jimmy's face. I was like, oh. But then after RuPaul says what he has to say, then Jimmy's like, woo. Like, I didn't, like, offend him.
The conversation gets
like,
off on
in a serious way. It's just like playing around.
The latest issue of Vanity Fair, noting that RuPaul was the first drag queen to make the cover.
This is the first time a drag queen has ever been put on the
drag queen. Look at Jimmy's face. He's like, oh my gosh. Like, what did I just do?
Suddenly, a straight-faced Fallon goes white as a ghost when RuPaul interjects.
He's like, oh my gosh, what did I just say?
RuPaul corrects Fallon, saying that he's, quote, the queen of drag.
I am the queen of drag.
He's like, oh my gosh.
I apologize.
The interview is all laughs from there, but the clip of
he was just joking, but Jimmy didn't know what he was going to say, so he's like,
stunned expression. Fallon even brought the moment up on a subsequent show, saying that he thought he had been canceled.
I really thought it was over. That was it. I go,
you're canceled.
That's it, I'm canceled. Yeah, I started my own hashtag Jimmy Fallon is over party.
Yeah.
I was like, I had a good run, you know, I had 10 years in the business.
Number 8, Shawn Mendes. For a segment called Hashtag Fall Songs, Fallon enlisted musical guest Shawn Mendes. Hashtag Fail Songs might have been a more accurate title, however. Singing a parody of Simon and Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence,
I watched this,
Mendes'
but
timing isn't quite in sync with the band.
Hello, Starbucks, my old friend. It's time for pumpkin spice again. Jimmy, your timing's all right. I was completely... This was all on you.
Mendes playfully pins the blame on Fallon, insisting that his cue was off. As Fallon attempts to make sense of the mix-up, Mendes suggests that the host simply had a senior moment. While the next few songs go smoothly, Mendes continues to bring up how much younger he is than Fallon, at one point comparing the host to his grandfather.
That is a hit song right there.
You sound like my grandfather.
This one is from...
Fallon ultimately takes the teasing in stride, But things get personal during another appearance when Mendes implies that Justin Timberlake likes him better.
I was hearing when I was there, actually, I got off stage, and like, he doesn't really do that with many people. Like, it's really rare that he brings people on stage, so he must really like me.
Number 7, Chris Christie. Fallon is far from the first comedian to take a shot at politician Chris Christie's weight.
Making sure my
Yet
camera's not
only
blurry.
a select few have made a body image joke straight to the former governor's face.
First of all, you weren't like, all right. You were like, yeah!
As Christie reflects about getting ice cream with Mitt Romney and Marco Rubio, Fallon interjects to say how excited he must have been to indulge his sweet tooth. Christie does not hesitate to bid the audience farewell and walk off mid-interview.
Good night, everybody.
Fallon convinces Christie to come back, but the host isn't getting off with a slap on the wrist. Christie says that if he ever steps away from politics, Fallon will have to bring some new writers on board to come up with fresher material, as opposed to the, quote, garbage jokes about him.
If I ever leave public life, you're going to have to hire 2 writers just to replace the garbage you say about me. It's unbelievable.
Number 6, Dakota Johnson. What do Jimmy Fallon and Ellen DeGeneres have in common? Well, a few things that we don't have time to unpack, but both can identify with feeling the wrath of Dakota Johnson's sharp tongue. Apparently, Johnson has been sprayed by a skunk more times than she's played Anastasia Steele.
It happens all the time.
Dakota, what are you talking about? How does it happen? I've never been.
Not sure what they were gonna talk about, but I think when Jimmy Fallon and her did the telephone game, that was so funny.
I don't know. I've asked myself that every time it happens.
Johnson attempts to recount her dog's skunk encounter, but Fallon keeps interrupting with
Oh,
questions.
yeah, I remember.
He's especially focused on the incident's location, even though Johnson repeatedly
think
says,
I've seen
"Big
this."
Sir."
Where are we? Where are we and what staff?
We're in Big Sur.
Oh, wait, but are you in a cabin somewhere?
Yes, it's a sort of lodge in Big Sur.
Struggling to get in a word, Johnson finally reminds Fallon that the idea of a talk show is to let the guest talk as well.
Aren't you supposed to let people talk on the show?
Fallon is caught off guard, much like someone who spots a skunk in the woods. Johnson really needs to host her own talk show. Number 5, John Oliver.
I feel like that was more playful and less awkward than the Ellen DeGeneres one.
One generally avoids difficult subjects while the other pulls no punches. This was reflected during a game of Hey Robot, where Oliver brought up the working conditions that Amazon employees face.
Alexa, how bad are Amazon working conditions?
Alexa, stop.
Sure.
Alexa, stop. Here we go. All right, I have to.
Alexa. No, Alexa. Alexa, what is union
No, Alexa,
busting?
this is me time now. Alexa, stop.
As Oliver calls out Amazon, Fallon gets stuck in the middle while attempting to keep Alexa in her bottle. It's not the only time that Oliver put Fallon in a sticky situation. In another appearance, Fallon complimented the title of Oliver's
But how is this
last
calling
week
him
tonight.
out?
Last Week Tonight, which I still think is the best title of any show ever, still.
The best title? Wow, that sounds like damning me
Oh,
with fake
I guess because
praise.
he's using Alexa.
Oliver found it funny that Fallon singled out the title as if there was nothing of greater value. Fallon proceeded to praise the show itself, but Oliver couldn't resist backing him into an awkward corner.
I really love the title. It goes downhill once that's finished.
Number 4, Nicole Kidman. Nicole and Tom, Nicole and Keith, Nicole and Jimmy? The latter never materialized, but in an
yeah,
alternate universe,
apparently
Fallon could have been
he turned her down for a date or something. I don't know.
We met before.
Oh, I remember.
In a 2015 appearance, Kidman and Fallon had slightly different accounts of their last encounter, although both agreed it was cringe. Through a mutual friend, Kidman visited Fallon's apartment years earlier.
You're gonna bring Nicole Kidman over to my apartment? I'm like, okay, I don't know, what do I do? What do I have something, what do I do? He goes, I don't know, just get some cheese and crackers or something.
Fallon seemingly thought it was a casual meeting. Kidman revealed on the show that she had a thing for Fallon, thinking that it was a date. So you can imagine Kidman's disappointment when the underdressed Fallon spent most of the night playing video games rather than talking to her.
This is so bad! It was bad.
It wasn't until Kidman called him out that Fallon realized he blew his shot. Both are married now anyway. Number 3, Donald Trump. Of all the late night talk.
But even if you weren't together or like you didn't feel anything for the other person, like why would you just play video games and not like interact with your guest at your house?
Talk show
That's
hosts,
interesting.
Fallon was arguably the most lenient towards Trump during his first presidential campaign.
We're doing well. It's been really a lot of fun, and it's an amazing movement all over the country. It's been incredible. So, no, it's been an honor for me.
That might be why Trump let him get up close and personal in September 2016.
I missed The Apprentice. That was a good show.
The interview culminated in the infamous hair tousle, which many saw as a way of normalizing Trump's behavior. While Fallon says that wasn't his intent, his ratings took a dive regardless. Fallon expressed regret in 2018, prompting the then president to fire back on the social media platform then known as Twitter. Trump claimed that his
Then known
presence
as Twitter.
resulted in, quote,
I'm
monster
surprised that
ratings,
it actually got
telling
switched
Jimmy
to X.
quote, be a man.
It's real. It's crazy. The president went after me on Twitter. It's pretty much the only thing I have in common with NFL players. I mean, that's the only thing.
No longer tiptoeing around Trump, Fallon responded, quote, in honor of the president's tweet, I'll be making a donation to Raíces in his name. Number 2, Blake Shelton. Having seen a segment where Fallon pokes fun at his album cover, Blake Shelton
They're like
wastes no
BFFs,
time
so
calling out the elephant in the room.
of course it's always fun to call out your friends.
my damn album cover.
I'm not making fun of it.
Try to help me sell records for once.
As Fallon continues to ponder the cover's deeper meaning, Shelton attempts to contain his thoughts with an uncomfortable smile. This only intensifies as Fallon imitates a young Shelton and his family. After about 2 minutes, Shelton asks Fallon to get on with the interview already.
You interview me for God's sakes.
Fallon lays off the cover, but he finds other subjects to argue with Shelton over, such as his new restaurant and The Voice.
Do you hear anything I say to you? No?
All the while, Shelton takes shots at Fallon's interviewing skills. Fallon returns the favor with a performance of I'll Name the Dogs. Maybe that's why Shelton didn't invite him to his wedding. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
I think there's going to be some
option to be notified
honorable
for occasional
mentions.
videos or all of them.
Or
If
not.
you're on your phone,
Okay, let's skip that part.
Whenever the Martins are on The Tonight Show, they never miss an opportunity to roast the host. However, one particular moment stands out 4 years after it initially aired.
What did we do to deserve this?
Yes!
Well,
Short said that of all the late-night personalities, Fallon pretends to care the most. Short proceeds to praise Fallon's phoniness before Martin takes a few more jabs at his clean image.
but this is the greatest show on television because there is no host in late night that pretends to care the way you do.
Thank you.
At the time, it seemed like the two were just having a little fun at Jimmy's expense. Looking back now, though, one can't help but wonder if they were being brutally honest.
You prove that tall, handsome white men can make it in show business. Yeah.
Admittedly, it's probably the former, but you can nonetheless see why this clip regained relevance in September 2023 when Fallon's Tonight Show was met with toxic workplace allegations. So,
Really?
how about that Jimmy Fallon, eh? Any hot takes? Let us know your thoughts.
Wait.
In 2023 when Fallon's Tonight Show was met with toxic workplace.
Wait, what month?
Admittedly, it's probably the former, but you can nonetheless see why this clip regained relevance in September 2023 when Fallon...
Really? September? This month? What? I have heard nothing about that. Yeah, I'm confused because this is the first time I'm hearing about that. I don't know what the allegations are or anything. So, yeah, that's interesting to hear from this video. But, and anyway, some of these, I feel like some of these weren't like calling out. It's just like having fun with your friend. But, yeah, I don't know. And I need to find out more about the allegations about toxic work environment. I don't know. But anyway, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.